Nonsia Bohaya Adom 106.3 and 104.5. The Brussels said Newu Koda. Anopeno sia kasebo ye debre wono ye nsema ya boaboa no na sabofo hyemu an wayi dia mayen was Ahweneɛ je na ne ba fo mo kenkan mu anopen sama ye de ba de di mu akotene no ye de ebekɔ Ghana Publishers Association wo mo na wo mo se nyame ya doma bosom ye besimu ya no wo mo ebetutu textbooks mu wo ha mo chichemu aduanan
ora senso boachi kyerɛ sɛ aban egu ahoboa so edi dwuma hodo sɛ de be ya SCC ekopim kwa kaso kwantempo a osuo to ana ho gyiraba no eso ebeye fom
yedo beko N1 highway no so kwantempo no so akwansia asi ema abranti bia no wotwi okada motorbike bie no kyesensusue no ekyeso ahwe ne nkwa
sanso so ena nananom ede afutuo ne adesra ma batan se yamaba wa yamofra mayo a wosi suo ebobɔ mpokua hodo no ebehia se wono be enche se de be ya mpirwani nsen eso beti
ensabde be ekan we ho na yedimu nchebu nyina ebrel ese anopa no sia kasebo na ya no wakai se eye goil was good energy goil de ye dia enyumaku ebuchi dom no goil ka ho fa ngo papa ya de begu wo hye ni mama ehye no atiapo na bibia de ne kwamu ama wona chese engine ekwa na eba engine ba wo sempa engine ye eye goil kwa betumi so twa oil ewo ho Ecobank was a better way, a better Africa. A yabisian, our perfect bank being chain. Now, one no adija, Naja, one no so chenica crack, now and she said no Suena is the Honda form. Busumia Katana Peso de Fahonum, where would Mawayana Peso could be a service account. A debia Pesa woya, a year bank na ye no, call Ecobank wate, Wama be one some air, one say a year dear, a boa woman ready for pa. Now, Franco trading was a phone papa, and near who assesses dear, Nifie, and a Franco trading. And the CCTV cameras are Franco Ecofabano, and near wine a cha no a once na it's in any pan and Namona who crojin frintum ya and Kikawabia and yetri a Franco na de Emma Seno a ban of fridges TV sets air conditioning na Franco Etuntumbi phone type B Franco Ebemon quality pa na what you do Juma na yena trading po basa yadom nasa yene pen na dom wa ma de pabiati and techamada bojemoja de fusania and yasedan kwani de mane dini anopa ya kenkan fo ne din ameme geso ene Abena Opokua Ahweneɛ mene
Baffuor Owiredu-Amoh
Yensensem na se jagre boaza na ebo ye chidom na yati na ba ayewa 05 be grodese ye watwe ye tom live e wo Facebook and YouTube me patwa be kan ho aya na wa share link no se mame na ensem no ye hyase e de Ghana Publishers Association friend GPA when him so bo my Ghana mu aye wo eye ekuo bi a wo na textbooks ahodo aye ma no edi dwuma e fiti ne nezi no a de kokodru say senior high ne ade no Ghana ha ya ye wanim defo a wo tena se ene wo hyehyɛ trust textbooks so church sa nwoma no na kwada ne kwase koto textbook we ana koto we na mam ne papa nso akoto dia ma kwada no na wo de akosua dia na so akokenkan na wo ma eye sa nwoma e de bre ye kwada no e de bookshops ahodo ma ye koto no e na eche se de se no eto ne nioma eya amne wo mo no wo mo anhwe no mo so ampagya wo mo buo mu a adwuma na wo mo ye ebegu kura kodwoto ye wo mo enya emfaso bia e wo ho wo mo eche se mene ekesei no VAT ya ba no ade atoso no eye ohamu chichemu no aduonu so 27 na che se books ahodo na wo mo ekraba ne nioma wo mo de print e wo Ghana ha se no printing materials ni nyina no eto a edaso no enye asem kuma eno chi so no ekuo no eche se asoye ya wo mo ehwe ehomasua eho nsem so no 320 million bia aban no ede wo mo ka no asoye no enya na dwene mposo otua ede ama wo mo a eno so no eha adwene fie mienu ni fanie books ahodo a wo mo ede ama aye sukusu no aban emfa ho sika emaye ne nyina keka bom na wo mo eche se bosume ye besimu eye juna ye homu mo bosume no wo mo ede entubu ohamu chichemu aduanan 40% na ebeto textbook bia ya batan ebeto ediamane baso
and the regulator will go further to solicit market for them. The primary responsibility of every regulator is to guarantee to the regulated a transparent, independent, fair and secure service. What is more worrying is the revelation that the Ministry of Education has gone ahead to procure these textbooks developed under the Common Core Curriculum for schools, and currently the books are sitting in the warehouses of the GES in the districts. As if that is not enough blow to publishers, the Ministry of Education has also started the development and publication of textbooks. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education has been unable to pay for textbooks ordered from publishers under the standard-based curriculum, totaling about 320 million Ghana cedis. And even that order could not satisfy their objective of one child per textbook, and has not been able to supply to schools the complete set of required textbooks for all the subjects. So what will be the motivation for the ministry to proceed to commission a publisher to develop textbooks for the Common Core program when books it ordered on credit some 2.5 years ago have not been paid? What will be the rationale for the Ministry of Education, instead of fulfilling its objective to allocate complete set of required textbooks to pupils, that is 1-to-1, one child per one textbook for all the subjects, under the standard-based curriculum, will go ahead to negotiate for the supply of textbooks under the Common Core program? It cannot be right to say that they have no money to pay for textbooks ordered from publishers, and therefore the publisher of these Common Core textbooks is giving the ministry credit. Well, the publishers whose textbooks were procured by the ministry granted 100% credit. The ministry paid nothing up till now. So why would such a generous offer potentially deter the Ministry of Education to approach these same publishers if they wanted the Common?
And I would say, and Pennyfo, one more, and our Ghana Publishers Association, and I would say, one more canon. Now, what sounds so dear to say, Abena episode, one more Ejuma, one more Ayan Equanim, na Eninidia. A tour I would be Abena dear to two almost no, Abena and Sanso and Quatenase, now one more and Susubium, Naso be if you want my Naso more better so crumpa, one more entity so, a Sansa was say a diswapa, and na Abeda one so, and what is no say, Abena Sanso share, na a bia honom na so ye hwe ngumashia nsam se ewra doctor ya wase adu twemo na wo ne wo ekasai e ka bia wo mu amfie bi no ni fa ne mu ntumi fa sika ma wo no wo mu chese de hawo ba momodin na mo emfa emra wo mo.
Taxes on printing inputs, which are all important, have not been removed and has to be removed. For instance, paper and other printing inputs have been affected by the foreign exchange instability and taxes. Credit for the purchase of printing inputs, which are all imported, should be favorable. The current situation with our banks cannot help domestic printing of books. Even though the cost of importation has gone up astronomically, once importers of printed books are able to raise funds, they are likely to still import from outside, as the cost of importation will still be cheaper than the local printing. In business, so many factors come into play, and being patriotic comes with a cost. We believe that developing the local book industry is good, but challenges that militate against the industry has to be removed to make us all think about Ghana. We therefore urge the government to have a rethink of this tax policy on books and offer parents and people who are providing services in the education sector some respite. We are ready to meet with government agencies, particularly the Ministry of Finance and Ghana Revenue Authority, on this issue, and propose for consideration innovative and progressive measures that will improve the business environment in the industry and potentially make Ghana the printing hub of West Africa. If we are all thinking about Ghana, then dialogue and consultations will have to be the anchor of government's relationship with business. Until such conversation is initiated, we have no option but to increase prices of books. Starting from June, prices will go up between 30 to 40%. This decision was not easy to make, considering the difficult challenges businesses and the citizens are faced with. We therefore seek the understanding of Ghanaians as we have to protect our businesses from collapse.
Penya wutini kan eye ora asare Owiredu-Amoh wano ena eye president ewo eye Ghana Publishers Association ena wote de wo kan nti motumi besimu de na nkwada no ebekọ sukuu no awofo nyina nya hoboa 40% wo mo de beto so
enkran ene kaswa kwantempon no so sese adeswa anasa dwendwe da asankafo ne akwantufo a wonam kwan so de biada woni ekọ Cape Coast woni ekọ Winneba no ne ade no eno se osuo ento so osuo kọtọ sekim na ne asem aba efise efri eye Block Factory Johnson ede kọ SCC ekotwamu 12 boot so osuo to na no odende a wankasa ansana ubetwam no na waje ho mena Eren na saya ebisi ye osu etoye adrobafo ne akwantufo azankafo nam kwa no so no ebidi kwa no so be se donhwiri nsia ekokopim enwotwe nano ena osoafo wo hwe akwane akwantempon akwa ensrahwe ewo ekwan no so bra osuo no toye ade cheye no asan ahodo eka mu no ena obo an ho ba se abanku sise so wogu ahoboabo aso a wo pesika na ohawa osuo to a eba no atumi afri ho no wo kire mu ese obi bia nya akoma na nche bia no wei eto ebetwa owura asanso boache a wo hwe akwane akwantempon so wono ena ode anhobansam bro ne engineers ekọ kwan no so ensra.
At the Ministry of Roads, we are the receiving end. Because of the activities, it affected our roads, and that's how we came in. But what I can say is that we are going to collaborate with my sister ministry, which is the Ministry of Western Housing, to address the challenge that we are seeing here on the N1 corridor from Kasua to the Winima section of the corridor. So early this morning, we dispatched engineers, officials from the Ministry of Roads and Highways to come and assess the situation and identify possible causes and contributory factors. And the initial report we got was that there was, as a result of the heavy downpour last night, it got a good part of the east section of the N1 corridor severely silted, making the road very unmotorable, and as a result created that very severe congestion. Because it's road, laymen will naturally blame the Ministry of Roads and Highways as the responsible ministry. But on this occasion, it's not. It's not, because as a result of the downpour and because of activities over here, you see that we are the left side here is very hilly.
We ora asenso boache one so afọ hwe akwan na kwantempon nsem na engineer Owoga South Municipal Assembly ora engineer Daniel Sowa echirim se eba se osuo to a ene tobuto ensu ebetai kwan mu nyina Block Factory Junction ne SS no wone a wasisi dan ewa pampam ho no wona wo ma sa oha we nyina aba na oguso ene wone wo potem ho no edi nkomo se de be ya oha we wo benya ne puma sibre.
Realize that there are some issues about vegetation being taken off up here, which I believe that I'm going to recommend to my chief executive. We need to educate the people, because certainly if we don't get those things done, it doesn't matter how well we design this issue, the problem will still persist. So we will look at educating them as to how, even I believe as part of their permitting processes, if they need to add the greening around their environment, it will work, so I can reduce the siltation. These are all lands. I don't think that is a prohibited place to build. If we look at up there, it's a hill that people acquire their land, and if they are going through all the processes per the assembly standard, and they can get a permit, fine, they can build. But I am not directly in charge of permitting issues, so I might not have enough to say about it.
We engineer Daniel Sowa on Owoga South Municipal Assembly.
Yentwa so emawa na wakai say Adom 106.3 anopa no sia kasebo ena wotie no na medewo ekọ N1 kwantempon no so abrehosem ena asi wo honma akwansia te se no so no ene se abrante ba kwado no etwi motorbike bia jesa kwanhyɛ ne sisa no wɔka asenase no so no ene se ebia ahwe nipa bia ɔkyɛsɛ na abrante no wahwɛ ne nkwa na wɔn ɛkyɛsɛ kyɛsɛ efin kran ɛkɔtɛma kwantempɔ no so asɛm na yɛkan na tipa tracker ne yɛ speed na kita no no na nya asɛbukuma bra Facebook na ɛbɛhwɛ de sesi a de esi wɔ hɔ no no na akwanhyɛ no sɛ de ɛbɛn na tipa tracker no asɛ na amikana no ɔden ɛna asɛne bi so na ɔmo so peso mo ba ebewremu eba eye enu antema kwantempɔ no so no just wo de ba dwuradwura wo mo a antentam ema ekɔ hwe motorbike bi kɔ sɛ asan nase a ɛsɛ wani ensa okakye na de uba Facebook abehunu de siye ene sɛ de asan no ayɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no bra manfo nso ɛbɔ mɔden so mo bɛboa na enipa bi a kyerɛ sɛ wɔka mu no watumi ayi wɔ mo na abrante ba kwa no wo bi hu sɛ de akwanhyɛ esiye no ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛde ma adom kaseɛ na yentie ɛbra wo so aba Facebook a wo hwɛ sɛ de na hɔnom ɛteɛ.
Bani and Pakani, Pakani, Tila Pasa, the Pasa, is true. A car. Also, a TSC, I will serve a Tapasa and Atasha. The TSC. Speed on the Nordic. Not the part of the Nordic. The power is now, okay, a car at TSC, come on, highway is not. Also, I take very moment, although in the Friday, I will be taking. The carry I just go yapam. We are for the people. Go carry to another carry the pick up on the place. But the minimum, some of the others on Friday would tell them. But if you are in a motor, put the cat. Tell about the sister, get them on I just got the Friday, or party, no, or party. Sorry, the Pacaro, the accident.
And I would say, you know, I can see what anyone quantum ponos so I become home Facebook. We be say a sumo hopa, Nagia, and Najua just a dear Tiamedete, hey, and I see internet as I wouldn't say highway no so no. Can you so a yasum kumo, sa, and Nadia Quaku drink it on, and not Edahoya or Ankasa, we should be.
Adom 106.3 FM yentwa so na Upper Dentra East empotem hon mu 15 mantam I bass omamu ade ba ko a ababeye ade so ama oman ene nananom ne mpanifo bebre eye emprewa nyinsen baabi a nipa ebehia no ene ye wobon dawro eye nkyereke se de be ya emprewa nyinsen ye ma ya no ye betimi abo ho ban ahwe on so se de be ya sebra won mpokua epuepue no enkonkofa ohaw bi emba na atempim Trafuhima or Honmo Nana Abena Adom Tosmienu, and or they are the Sredia Futuama Abatan. I will for say, said the Riasi Econo, one more dia, as she adiamu catasina, and one adeno, or better or mamma, when my Maya was easy to one, said the bay or bay ye papa, she said a group of Honma, or Quaco de Unimsa Dinians and Baba, over her nephew, Ness Swabatan to Boise, no church and Baba, way, send Yano, and Quaha, and Faha, in near grow way, say a Bumwanyantia said who's away. M1 name no odun dru ba bia no be so we e na bebo no se bibia no asiade ne kata so na yamomodin se yamama wo sisi so no ye be kire won ama wanyamu afutuo ene kasakire Trafuhima ene aduana ba pani nana Abena adutwunwa e wo atempem de kasa ni
Abatan for no masra mo ne ye ma ne kasa yi mo prokro mo nkyerɛ ɔmo sɛne ɛnna mu sibitie bisa ɛdan ya abaya de wasusu na ɛnna mu nsɛm sra no mo ho papa ɛwɔ mu ne bɔne ɛwu ma akora ne nso antumi amfa ne ho ankosɛm ana ɔde no kokɔ akosɛm kura wɔ ho gyina baabi a wɔwɔ ne maame akyerɛ no sɛ no ɔyɛ a ɛyɛ bɔne sɛ no ɔyɛ a ɛbɛyɛ papa ɛwɔ akɔfa nyinsɛn abrɛ
Nana Abena adutwunwa to asobio ɛna ɔde afutuo bia sama abatan sɛ ye mama ne ye mmofra wo sisi so no me yenyon hwan Obatan bi ho no makoda bi anti bibia so oban wo firim tukọ se ni se no atea no akoda no bibi ha no a ontimi ma wo nten e ma bebi sa na se onfa ne ha ma meto anim enti emofra no etwe ben a yenso yentwe me won bibi a won tia se no yen kyerɛkyerɛ mu e ma won se de be ya ebeboa won mu e won mu asetena mu
anu mpanyimfo e ma tituru e ma me ma ne de omo sori a omo kɔ nti e ma na bibia se ensa ofie ipa ma chawa mo hwɛ maya ne ye mayen so na that year omo dia ye no dia ye bo ye believe to omo hwɛ sane ba tan bia ho abetu bafo banya obakasa kyerɛ oni ni bedi nkomo obaka na be ho obisa no we na hia ni nyama ho anase sei na akra no sha kuma to ne yema onkofa employee nsɛ bia
Wei Nana Abena adutwunwa otoso mienu bra wode si adwaso no ne kasa edika wode to ne manfo anim na yeti mu ntire mu
ye gina we so na no pa no sia kase boy de ba ni nyina no ye de si Goil was a good energy, God, ye dear. It's a senekito na bibia ya no aboram wo God no akwajo fa wate bomodiam woni ko engine ho na goil so na bebo asakwan no so Ecobank say better way better Africa ha say ye bank odi ni di dwaba bia bedu bia asaka osika ye Ecobank akwa ho wato ho agu ko ho sese woni account akobi account na woni omo enhyase eni dwa kama na Franco trading nie was a phone ne ho accessories papa fie CCTV cameras papa papa, air condition papa, TV papa, mobile phones type BB papa panning in ano, Franco trading and a edema. Na D ewo kanda, yes one no Adom wunim na ko yifi hodom, wo betwa ko tanya de ke mama, yada se pasa bribia wuti Adom wati nyamenyo kese na Baffuor.
Affiliate station Asanko. Velvet Beam FM abrantie osofo Isaac Kwabena nane ene ni birthday enti Kwabena ene Yankopon enka hunu nhirawo yeda wase papa happy birthday so enkoma
amen nyamenye ne kese na akosua Rosie e maame ne wakanda di ni maame no ya chese bribia kasafidie no ya dom wenti adom a wayo ho ediya me jeso ene Abena Opokua Ahweneɛ mene
Baffuor Owiredu-Amoh
uko ni krom hodoma si akwamrante hene ono ani